I was talking in the Ayaneo Discord, and I was like, this isn't mine. And this one guy chimed in and he's like, wait a minute, does it have a scratch on the right trigger? And I was like, yes, it does. And so I realized that I had actually got his Air Pro.
What's going on, everybody? Stubbs here from Retro Handhelds. We're back again for another fun offline interview podcast. Today's guest is going to be Kay from Kay's Retro Gaming. Hello, sir.
Hello.
And as you might know, the guy to my right, his name is, what's your name again?
Rob the Retro Tech Dad.
Yeah. Rob's our deep dive. He's our
How's
deep
everyone
dive
doing?
guy.
It's awesome to be here. It's good to be here with Kay. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, it's cool to be on the podcast finally.
And it's your first time. You guys have been friends for a long time, and Kay, I know you and I have been as well. But it's your guys' first time talking on a voice, so this is cool for me to capture.
Yeah,
yeah, it's very cool. I think we've been watching each other's channels for a while. I've been watching Kay's channel for a long time, so and we talk a lot, and it's just cool to be able to do this and share this.
Yeah, and for those of you who might not be familiar with Kay's work, let me just go a quick overview. Let's see. Kay, I remember when you first started out, you were, I think maybe before you even had your channel, right? Where you were one of the first content creators over here at Retro Handhelds, which many people may not know. It was when we first started the YouTube channel, but I know that we were working on some benchmark stuff. And yeah, that was those were good times way back. What was that? 2021?
4 years, I think.
Was it 4 years?
Four or five? Yeah, it's been a while.
I definitely remember seeing Kay around, for myself in 2022. So I definitely started to pay attention to him when I was doing my own YouTube thing, and just it was a channel I would watch as well.
Yeah, it was 4 years in here. I remember these first few videos. You were doing, again, sort of the game showcase stuff and trying to see the comparisons between performance on handhelds for the same games.
Wow, that takes me back.
Yeah, I'm showing the first videos on your channel here. And this is sort of what...
crazy to see, your earlier uploads and where you begin. It just, yeah.
It's funny because I've actually never clicked oldest just to sort my videos like that. I haven't looked at these in years.
In a long time.
I can't do it. Once in a while, I have whatever reason I find my old video, I go back to it and it's just like I can't watch it.
I'm right there with you, but there were some great videos back here. And then I remember so much so that I know Thor and I both kind of tapped you at the time, like, hey, do you want to come over to the RH channel and help us make some videos here? And we kind of got to bounce ideas. Like, we were just learning how to be content creators. You were getting started, and it was just a lot of fun collaboration for a little while there. And then you went off in your own steam, and you really, really grew your channel. And it was so cool to see. You're kind of the go-to channel for a lot of the Retroid releases, AYN releases, on top of your x86 coverage and everything else you do here.
Yeah, those are much better thumbnails, too.
I was going to say, you're like me. We kind of started to settle in on a style that we really liked, that kept it consistent. It's funny just going back to see where we started our roots and where we ended up, and it's neat. But we still do what we love. Like that's the thing. I can still see those little glimpses of what you started out with, and it's still there. It's still present in the channel even 4 years later. So.
And it's funny because I actually didn't think that my channel was going to last this long. I thought I'd burn out.
Same. I feel the same way.
But I've been trying a lot of new videos lately, so just to see what works. Switch it up, right?
Yeah. I was doing that a lot, especially, earlier on. I was trying to experiment with what worked in terms of my style and output that I could handle and things like that. So it's always good to experiment. I think that's never a bad thing. Yeah, I love the footage. It's always so clean. It's consistent. I love the B-roll. The filmography is awesome.
I love how you have your desk mat match the color of your channel logo.
Yep.
It's a subtle
now
thing,
I have to
but
find
it's
another one because that one got wrecked. So
no.
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
What happened?
it got scratched up. So I'm looking at something reusable because buying things that just throw away kind of seems wasteful.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've been on the same mindset over at my household here lately, especially. It's just like, oh, why don't we buy the quality things we know are going to last?
Yeah. I'm trying to get Tech Mommy on that mindset, you know. It's the buy it once and keep it forever kind of thing.
Spend a little more,
Yeah,
keep something
it's
for
worth
longer.
It's worth doing that, yeah.
I've always had it explained to me. It's like the buy once, cry once mentality.
Yeah, I've been taught that as well. You know, it sometimes it is worth paying a little extra more, but you get the quality. I think we're very much in the mindset, at least, you know, the society-wise, is that we're just very wasteful. We just throw things away. And I mean, even in our retro handheld, it's the same concept, you know?
Well, and that's why I kind of feel like I don't cover a lot of the super cheap handhelds because I kind of see them as throwaway devices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of
so,
feeds into that same problem where, you know, if
Yeah.
you spend a little more, I understand not everyone can, and that's fair, you know, but yeah, for sure, you a little more and you get a little more quality out of it.
Well, not only that, but like, sure, you could wait a couple weeks and then get the thing that you really want. Sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah, it is just so true. Being patient, saving up for the one thing you want versus like buying a bunch of potential e-waste up front is usually seems like the way to go. So, okay, man. So again, it's your first time being here as a podcaster. I believe your first podcast ever as well. So just welcome. And why us?
Right.
No, I don't know.
Good question. I guess I'm supposed to answer that.
No, you don't have to answer that, but, just welcome. And just we feel honored that you would choose our podcast and to hang out with us. But you don't only do, you know, reviews and benchmark stuff. You also do, you know, tutorials and guides and fix-it stuff, which is just a big community help. And there's just that clear presence in your content of like, hey, I'm here to help the community versus like, hey, I'm out for myself here. You know what I mean? Which is just cool to see.
Yeah, and I've always looked at it more of like a hobby kind of thing rather than a job.
Yeah.
So I'm just here to have fun and help people out.
It's cool to have you over here.
I was going to say, I think, you know, a lot of similarities between, you know, Kay and myself. You know, we share a lot of mindsets. I think that's why we, you know, clicked. So I think it makes sense, you know. We share a lot in the same sense that way. So it's cool.
It was the first thing that I thought of when I first met Rob. I was like, oh, you're doing like what Kay's doing. I recognize this. It's cool. You know, you're showcasing what games can run on the Win 600 and things like this, which was the first thing that
what a handheld to start out.
Rob started with. Not saying that, I don't know. Did you ever cover the Win 600K specifically?
No, me and Amberneck have a rough past.
To say it lightly. Yeah.
To say it lightly.
Who hasn't had a rough patch with Amber?
Well, I mean, just to give you guys a quick rundown of what we're going to be talking about today, that's not the only company that you've had a run-in with. So you guys out there might know who we're talking about. We'll get there very shortly. But yeah, Kay, let me ask you, you know, in your own words, you know, I want to know, like, what is your origin? I don't even know if we ever talked about this before, but your origin to getting into making content at all.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me my origin. I was going to say Canada.
At least it didn't go worse. It could have gone far worse than that, knowing Stubbs.
Now. I assume you came from a few parents too, but you know,
He can get far deeper than that.
Now, digitally speaking, you I'm going to stop talking.
So my origins as a content creator.
Yes, sir.
It was interesting because I guess I got into handheld gaming because PC gaming at the time was so damn expensive, especially in Canada. So
Interesting.
I saw it as like an escape, finding a cheaper way to actually play the things that you wanted. And not only that, but a lot of the games that we're seeing now are just not optimized. So kind of going back to your roots to actually see what kind of games you really enjoy, and then just sharing that with the community.
That is so good.
I think a lot of us found this space around probably because of that too. I'm assuming 2020-ish, 2021, something like that, where computer prices were getting crazy and we were looking to maybe other avenues of finding a way to, just enjoy this hobby, basically.
Exactly, because I don't know about you guys, but I've been in the PC gaming sphere for a long time.
Same.
And it kind of hit me once when I went to buy a 1070 Ti, and I think it was like 400 Canadian, 500 Canadian. And then when that one finally decided to give the ghost, I went and looked at some other video cards, and it was like $1,000.
Yep.
$1,200, and I was like, "What the hell happened?"
It's funny because you say that price, and I remember I bought a 1080 graphics card for a VR rig I was doing, and at the time I was like, "Oh man, it was probably like $600, I think, something like that." And I was like, "This is really expensive." I mean, but it'll last me, and sure enough, it did. But it's funny looking back, and you think to yourself, "Wow, those were the good days."
They were.
I mean, like that's affordable in comparison to what a 80 series card would go for today. So yeah.
Well, that video card in this video that he has running, that thing was so expensive.
You like the Pro Art?
I think that was the 4070 Ti Pro Art.
Mm-hmm.
That was like
I didn't even know they had a Pro Art GPU. That's awesome.
Asus is all over the place right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's cool.
Those little mini PCs are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't get much views though.
No,
it's so painful because it's an area I follow very closely, and it sucks because I'll make a video once in a while about something related to mini PCs, but yeah, it's tough. When your time is so limited, you want to make things that will reach a bigger audience, obviously, and so that definitely remains a little thing for myself.
Yeah,
but the Sur 9 is awesome though. That's a great one.
Amazing mini PC.
Yeah,
I still use that one actually.
Yeah, I think mini PCs are going to suffer this year too with the RAM and storage prices. It's gonna be crazy to see how that all settles.
I did actually ask B-Link about it, and they said that the prices right now won't change much, but I think they must have some small amount of inventory. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah. So that's kind of where you were starting, and I didn't mean to send you off track. I just wanted to share some fun visuals from your channel with everyone as you're chatting. But beyond that, what are you looking at doing now? So I know recently you were kind of taking a bit of a hiatus, or rather you were slowing down because you were having some hand pain.
Yeah. So basically, I've just kind of been slowing down, and I really want to prioritize what I want to talk about, because if my time is already limited, now it's even more limited. I might as well make videos of things that I'm excited about. That's the plan anyways, but there's so many new things coming out all the time. So
it's, like I think early on for me, I was trying to like cover as much as I could. And I just said, you know what, I just need to cover things that really scream out to me, that really make me feel really a lot of the passion there. So
yeah. Oh, that was such a hard post to write.
Yeah.
I had so much gusto going, and then I was like, no, I need to slow down.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us too. I can relate to that because it's a tough thing, and it's tough on your hands, especially you're editing everything and you're putting together these epic videos. You and Rob both, and you guys have, all three of us can kind of relate to that hand pain. But you're really dealing with something here, and I know it was tough to make, but man, I mean, it was heartfelt. It was to the point. And you're talking about doing shorter, low edit, casual videos, which I don't think anyone's going to fault you for that, or anyone's going to have an issue with that. And it'll keep things being fun for you, right? And you can still do these things. So, and that's why we tend to live stream a lot over here. It's a little easier on our bodies.
I see why now.
Well, there's 0 edits in the live streams, which is good.
Yeah. Still a lot of device prep and prep off scenes too, I think,
It's crazy to see that there was such a positive response to that too. Some of those messages was just like, wow, I guess it really puts into perspective the 4 years of building a community and kind of the community coming together.
Yeah, look at all the love people have for you here, man. That's so cool. You got Ryan and everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots of people.
On top of this, I know you've been modding for the Retroid community, right? For quite a while.
No. For a while I was, but I did step down. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
It gets a little chaotic over there, right? Like it gets kind of crazy.
Well, that's when the Mio Mini screen fiasco was hitting, and I had a lot of people, and some select YouTubers that were like, you can't be unbiased and mod a community, but I was just there helping people, so it's...
And knowing UK, I know that you could be. I know that you could separate those two worlds. Like,
Yeah, and I don't mind calling Retroid or any other company out when they make a mistake or something. It's...
Right. We mod for Retroid also, not on the Discord, but we have a subreddit. It started the Retroid subreddit and moderating there, but yet there's not the whole mod team over there. There's not really necessarily pro Retroid, as much pro Retroid bias as you would think. It's kind of like, well, we're here to kind of make sure nothing goes astray, nothing goes awry. Yeah, and people are kind to each other. That's kind of the main
each other,
the main focus. Versus like, there's never curation of
just pro Retroid,
or like try to like, someone's talking crap about the RP6. Let's yank that post. There's never been an instance of that I can ever think of. So it's. I imagine Discord moderation though. It's a little more. People see that a bit more. They see your name up there in the server, and so I get that, and it makes sense kind of why you left.
Yeah, I think that's a good move, though. I think it's just better
to less step down from it. Really, too. So it's just, it took so much time just hopping in there. And so it gives me time to focus on other aspects of the community.
So, okay. So your future content then is, what are you thinking of now? Are you going to go with a live stream thing? Are you going to go with shorter edits?
I think for now, I'm going to focus more on shorter form content, maybe some more shorts.
Oh, but, yes.
I don't know. I'm not crazy about shorts. I just kind of see them as like shortening everybody's attention span kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. and it's a side effect.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard to get everything that you want into it. So for the first few shorts I did, I was actually speeding up my voice to kind of fit it in the minute thing. And I was like, it doesn't feel authentic. It's not a conversational tone. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a tough thing there. Robin, what's your thoughts on that?
For like 10-minute mark, sub 10-minute videos.
Which is really difficult to do. It's amazing. I respect the creators that can do that. It's just, wow. I mean, honestly, for me, if it weren't for Russ making long form content and showing that it can be done and can work, I probably wouldn't have even started YouTube then, Carrie, guys like that can actually put out that long form content and people watch it. I'm like, oh, hey, maybe I can do this, kind of thing. But I don't do shorts at all. So only, on my legs, that's the only time.
Yeah. And over here we had
It was like, wait a minute, what?
That's good.
No, I mean, it's not my style, and I agree with Kay. Like, I don't see how you can convey a message in 1 minute. And the thing is, it's never shown to really bring people over from short form to long form, honestly. So
no,
I'd rather just have my audience just know, hey, this is a Rob video. It's probably going to be more than 10, 20 minutes long, and people don't seem to mind it too much. So, I've learned to bring it down a little bit too, and start to kind of, cut out some things that maybe I don't think is as important. And, you kind of learn as you go, but I like long form content. I like making that, people play it in the background. They're doing dinner, washing their dishes, whatever. I mean, they'll give it a listen that way. So I like sticking with that.
Yeah, and it's more of a story almost, the way that's explained, rather than a short where it's just trying to show you something.
I just think of Jim Cramer and just bye. That's always like on TikTok. That's all it feels like to me. It's like just bye. And just like things flashing on screen and words, and that's it. And it's like, what just happened to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, shorts are, it's a different strategy. Short content is very different than from long form content, I think,
And it tends to be that shorts can fracture the audience a bit. You're going to get the people who are watching your shorts aren't necessarily watching the long form.
Correct. Yeah.
And
especially on YouTube, especially. I mean, it's really splitting that audience in many ways,
That's kind of an overview of your channel, and thanks for sharing that. But the other thing is you've been dealing with lately is your ongoing frustration with the Ayaneo situation. Are you cool getting into that a little bit?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, you ready?
I mean, I feel like I summed it up really good in my Reddit post. If you have that,
let's kind of pull this up
which
here.
went viral too. Like Zoo's video, the Reddit post went viral as well. So a lot of people were referencing that.
It's funny because one of the big news outlets, I forget what it was. It was like a PC gaming outlet. They linked it as other.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm there, I guess. But it was, I was just trying to be level-headed, transparent, professional. Because honestly,
which is what I love
at the end
about
of the
you.
day,
I love that you take the time and you think about the words you're putting together. You're very careful with your words, and that's great. It's a sign of professionalism to me.
And you're a top 1% poster too here. So it's not like you're just dropping this and
I think
running
Kay's
away.
like me, like where we enjoy Ayaneo products, and it's just there's a lot of frustration around some of the things they do, and just even the hardware itself.
Well, and it's like I put in a post. It's just I'm not even upset. It's just I'm exhausted just dealing with it. It's just one thing after another.
I don't know. I mean, the way this year has started, I don't know if it's going to be any better. That's the thing I'm a little worried about too. Just from what I've been seeing, it seems like it's business as usual for Ayaneo.
Yeah, and I guess maybe it was so scary. I gotta say, when that thing finally melted on me, my Pocket DS, oh my goodness, I've never smelt burning so bad before.
You were saying that. I remember you messaging me and showing me.
Wild to me. Yeah, I remember when you told us about that.
Yeah, your Pocket DS there, and that's such a crazy situation. So let me just read this for everybody who is listening to this, may not be seeing this episode. But he kind of says, hey, everybody, here's an update, regarding my coverage of Ayaneo products. After much consideration, decided to stop reviewing the devices, no longer accepting review units from the company. And many of you know that you're a relaxed, low-key Canadian in the handheld space. I would say absolutely. You're not interested in drama, absolutely. But I do feel a deep responsibility to be transparent with everybody about the brands you recommend. Wouldn't feel comfortable spending your own money on a device. Can't justify asking, us and others to spend ours. Yeah. So the decision for you came down to 4 pillars of safety, privacy, transparency, and business ethics, which, Rob and also, us over here at RH, Zoo, we all agree with you fully. We've had our own run-ins with Ayaneo, and you were one of the other creators who stood up alongside us, along with Russ and everyone, and said, no more. And you wrote your post here, and it was very strong. It was on your YouTube channel, and then you brought it over to Reddit, where it really blew up. And you're also talking about here, the hardware and safety. You run into that time to time in the hobby, but the Pocket DS unit began melting internally while charging. And you had that strong burning smell, and then the Air Pro was your replacement for a defective unit, was actually dirty, used return from a previous customer. Gross.
Yeah.
What?
That was so awkward. It was funny because I was talking in the Ayaneo Discord, and I was like, this isn't mine. And this one guy chimed in, and he's like, wait a minute. Does it have a scratch on the right trigger? And I was like, yes, it does. And so I realized that I had actually got his Air Pro that he had just sent to Ayaneo.
Dude. Oh my God. Okay. And then since this post, you were letting me know that they also flubbed up there. You bought the Starship, the AG01 eGPU, that 7600M, and you were waiting forever. And you were asking me, like, do you know, is this normal to wait this long for this? And I said, well, if you bought it from the website, yeah, about a month or so. All right. They did ship it. You're like, oh, right, it's on the way. You got it, and they didn't send you the eGPU. They sent you a Pocket Fit Conquer handheld.
No, so I never even accepted it. Like, it was about to go out for delivery tomorrow, and they sent me a message. You're like, don't accept it. Don't accept it. And I was like, why? I'm so excited for it. And they're like, well, that's actually not your eGPU. That's a Conquer Pocket Fit.
How did they figure this out, though? That's the thing.
I thought real gamers were supposed to know gamers.
It's wild to me.
So I just got a refund for that, thankfully. And
so are you saying if I order the Starship, I might get a Pocket Fit instead?
No. If you want the Pocket, or if you want the Starship, you got to order the Pocket Fit.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's a shame because I think that Starship is a pretty good deal, but it doesn't sound like you actually get one.
Bought it.
Yeah. Like, what? How? How does that happen? I doubt they're shipping tons of these out, you know?
Yeah. I was so disappointed.
And to be fair, that's not, well, I'd say that falls under quality control of logistics, but it doesn't fall under this hardware safety. I just wanted to bring that up as an extra.
And it happens to bigger companies too. I mean, I know Amazon will send people like 10 of one item, and that's a common thing. It happens.
Yeah.
So, but boy, it just keeps going. It just stacks up.
Yeah. Once you stack it all together, that's
the problem.
In K, you were also saying, number 2, personal data privacy during a verification check before sending.
That was so awkward.
The replacement. Accidentally, you were shown another customer's full personal information.
Yikes.
Massive breach of data privacy, as a reviewer cannot overlook a company's inability to protect basic customer information, which is crazy. And then 3, selective transparency. Noticed a pattern where the company is becoming highly selective with their review units. They appear to be ghosting anybody, yourself included, who provides honest, critical feedback, which we've seen happen as well throughout the scene. You can't, it's hard to prove that point as much as, but you still see a pattern start to emerge. Absolutely. So you value your integrity and trust with people far more than any review unit. So will not compromise your honesty just to maintain a relationship, which is awesome. And that's really the stance any content creator should be having here regarding this. Business ethics, the final straw with this bizarre and frustrating refund experience you were talking about. Delay took 2 months for your refund for your Pocket DS, despite tracking. Company claimed for weeks that it hadn't reached their warehouse. And then accounting error. Once the refund fully processed, insisted you pay them $2.30 American due to an overpayment error. And after you sent it back, received a message thanking you and explaining that if you hadn't, the staff member responsible for the error would have had her salary docked. Oh my God. Yeah, that's just manipulative at best and cruel, at worst, if that's really happening. For a premium brand to be this petty, have to put that kind of pressure on their staff speaks volumes about their internal culture. That sucks, man. Yeah, okay. Moving forward, peers at Retro Game Core and us at RH, the industry has shifted. Companies like AON providing superior hardware, faster shipping, better communication. They're showing it is possible without that premium tax. And yeah, like you're reminding people, you're not coming from a place of malice, but from a place of genuine disappointment.
Yeah. Well, you're just pointing out the things that have happened to you, and you also have the proof to back it.
Mm-hmm.
You have the documents.
And then, your goal is to focus on hardware backed by companies that respect their customers. Simple. It makes sense. You canceled your remaining pre-orders. Good on you there, I'd say. And you're looking forward to highlighting brands that you can truly stand behind. And then this blew up. And then you did a edit here, right? The post isn't based on rumors, direct personal experiences, and it's just kind of factual without pushing any particular agenda, it feels like.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share my personal experiences of things that have happened to me. And then I just thought it'd be nice to just post that at the end there, just to kind of like sign off saying, This is just what I put up with. So,
and you can see that many people share this with you, these issues.
Which is actually great because it becomes a catch-all for a lot of others' experiences with the company.
Well, and that's the thing, right? I'm reading some of these and I was shocked reading just some of the other issues that people were dealing with. It was just incredible. It's like, this has happened to not just me, but look at all these other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I mean, then again, also Zoo had his issues, and, you know, I've been open about my issues with the company in terms of on the podcast. I literally bought a Best Buy unit that came before the one I backed, you know, weeks in advance. So again, we've been kind of following this journey and seeing how things are going with Ayaneo, and, you know, I'm paying attention still. I'm keeping close tabs on them this year. You know, as much as I like their devices, I'm doing it also to see if they're actually keeping to their word, you know, and in terms of shipping timelines and things like that. If it's on the website, is it truly in stock? Does it actually ship when it's supposed to? You know, like the Windows one that's coming out, will it actually ship end of April like they claim it will? So there's a lot to keep an eye on still with this company, I think, you know.
There is. And it's interesting because after that post kind of exploded, I got a little bit of backlash on the Discord. So I kind of just stepped away. And then I thought it would be, you know, I wrapped it up with the Reddit community, with the Discord community, with my own community. And I figured, just out of being polite, because, you know, that's what we do as Canadians, I'd send a message to Arthur about it. So I sent him an email, and it's interesting because basically I just summed up all the stuff that I put on the post. I said, you know, I'm writing to you directly because I've been a genuine fan of Ayaneo's hardware and their visions.
Right.
I'm not writing it out of anger. I'm just writing you a message out of total exhaustion as a reviewer and as a customer. But I just told him that, you know, I've reached a point where I can no longer justify the mental and the financial burden of managing these repeated issues.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Stubbs' Pocket DS came in. It had the issue. What was the L2 trigger wasn't working. The analog stick, I believe, wasn't working either. Yeah, I mean, you had to take it apart.
I had to take it apart, which marred the shell pretty badly. But at the same
time, you shouldn't have to take it apart to fix those issues. That should have been checked before it ever shipped to you. So it's amazing how we've all had various issues. And my Pocket DS also had some issues with it too. It's not perfect, but nowhere near as bad as what Stubbs had. So, I mean, and then poor Andrew waiting how many months for his unit to finally arrive. I mean, it's crazy how all of us have had some type of issue with this company.
Yeah, it's been bonkers.
These are not one-off cases. That's what it starts to appear as.
And it's crazy that Arthur responded back himself to you. You know,
I didn't expect that.
Which
not at all.
Beyond our interview with him, I haven't spoken with him directly. So, I mean, how did that go in the end for you?
He wants to, he basically said, you know, the events you mentioned are objective problems that we've had with the service in the past. And he apologized for it. He said, you know, we've got the service plan out. We want to optimize, improve our services, enhance our shopping experience for everybody.
Yeah.
And then, it's interesting because he worded that $2 overpayment as like a joke that went wrong. And so I was kind of surprised. I was like, you know, it's interesting. I have never had that with like Asus or
I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. And in most cases, if there was an overpayment error, they just wouldn't even say anything about it. They would eat the cost because that's the cost of doing business. You messed up. It is what it is, especially for $2.
Yeah.
The funny thing is they didn't even get the $2 because of PayPal fees.
Oh, that's good. You know, they said the same thing. They said the same thing to me when they said, "Hey, here's the review guide. You will say these things about our device, you know, and also this stuff." And I was like, "No. Why would you say this?" So I made that public and I said, "You know, here's what they want us to say." And then they sent back a thing that was like, "Oh, that was just a funny little joke. That was a mistake that we asked the reviewers to, you know, compromise themselves." That was just they said it was a new hire. It was a new person we hired who didn't know to not ask you to do that. I was like, what?
This is why I don't even
Anyways,
feel bad that I've never had to work with this company, because it doesn't sound like it's, you want to. It's not worthwhile.
yeah.
Well, basically continuing what he said, he wanted to just basically apologize for everything. He said, we don't penalize employees over issues like this. So she wouldn't have had her money docked. But I guess it was just a joke that went wrong. But, when you're sending that to a customer, what is the customer going to see? And how are they going to react to that?
Especially if there's like a language barrier there and it may come across the wrong way or come out the wrong way in writing.
I don't know. I think Arthur really wants to try. I think he's trying. He's trying to be professional, but I think his team, I don't know how to say this. I think they might just need a little bit more training.
I think the biggest issue, and I think Zoo mentioned it, was that they're just trying to take on too many different things at once, and it doesn't seem like they have heeded that at all, because they're doing the same thing for 2026. I mean, what is it? 6 new products that have gone up for sale in what, we're not even 45 days into the new year.
Well, and even if they only did 4 products a year, that's like double what Retroid does, right? So
I always liked the Retroid AYN approach. Build communities around these devices. It's not about the quantity. Quality does matter. It's something I've criticized with Ambernick as well. I mean, and we're starting to see it really become worse and worse on that side as well. It just put out really solid devices, build a community around it. It's so much better that way.
Well, and they make great products too. Like, I love Ayaneo's designs. And I even told Arthur, I said, let me see if I can find the wording.
I like that the designs at times they have some traditional ones, but at times I like that they go crazy. And you know what? I like that. I like that there's some company out there that's willing to take a risk in terms of something crazy, some type of whatever they're doing. But you have to kind of fix the business side a little bit too.
Exactly. Yeah. And I told him, I said, I think you guys make some of the best looking, most professional hardware designs in the arena. However, I need to see the community's experience catch up to the quality of those designs.
Yeah, I know Arthur's very passionate. I know he is passionate about this space, and he wants to make devices that in his mind and his vision are, perfection, essentially. He really, you can see that come across, but he might need some help in the department, a little bit, and it's okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? He just needs a little bit help getting it back on track, I think.
Yeah.
And I think, and the only reason we keep talking about this beyond holding a company accountable is that we do want them to succeed. We do want them to come back swinging, because the hardware is so good, like you guys are talking about. It has its QC issues and it has issues that have come up, but overall it's exciting stuff and they make cool stuff, and the Pocket Play they're coming out with this year looks freaking awesome.
Yes, that's what I mean. You got to give it to them. At least they're delivering it. I mean, sometimes I wish it was a different company, but at least someone's doing it, which is kind of cool,
They're doing it, and so we're all trying to really lend them a hand here, and they come back at it with statements from them lately being like, we're being maliciously attacked, and it's like, no, we're not attacking, we are trying to help you. Do you not see this? But then problem is, I think, is that we have the community and people who start to pitchfork, and they like the energy of the drama and the popcorn moment, so they can get their Kirby popcorn gif out or whatever, and then get really they like to feed on that negativity and jump on that train, like, so they ramp it up, and then some of these folks, I feel like, might then go harass the company a bit more than usual and just really just be vicious with it and go over that line. As reviewers, we're not on a war path. We are on a helping path. We're saying, here's what's wrong, make it better, win for the customer, win for you guys, win for the reviewer, because we need to, again, we can't say, hey, we're going to be recommending this because we don't know if you can get your products when they say you're going to get them, or in a working condition, or a used or a new thing. It's just insanity. And so having said all that, Russ revisited this now recently with his most recent poll. And he said, hey, a couple of weeks ago, he ran that poll originally, which was, hey, here's 3 options: continue to review, only review retail, or boycott completely. And so the winning option from that was to only review retail units, which is kind of where we're landed now too. It's like, hey, we'll buy it ourselves. We don't want your review unit, but we will buy it. When we get it, I'm going to review it just as a community service to say, hey, this handheld sucks or it doesn't. Whereas, for us, the first thing we did was Zoo and I just said, hey, we're not reviewing anything Ayaneo on this channel. Our website is, they're going to continue, but that's kind of where we're at. And now we're kind of adjusting to, hey, we'll review retail review units, which is what Russ has said here as well. But even then, like, man, we've held off anyways, though, because we just want one campaign or like one product release to go normal, to ship on time, and then we'll talk.
That Pocket S Mini, remember I was talking about on the podcast that Ben and I hadn't gotten any shipping notifications yet, and they said they were going to be shipping. We got them, and apparently there's movement too.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why, I feel like it's a service to the community to do this. I was going to buy this stuff anyway. I like buying this stuff, as Andrew says, for my museum or whatever. But it also is a way to keep tabs on them, and it kind of, that's a good sign so far. I don't like that there's all these different releases still. I think they need to slow down a little bit, but at least, hey, you were able to buy it on the website. It was in stock, no crowdfunding, and they shipped it. So we'll see. It's a good start. Yeah.
That's
and
great
I know
news.
Russ mentioned that, because he also ordered it himself, and he said that, he might make a review video about it if it, ignites some passion in him, but he may not. That's the thing. So at least it gives him the opportunity to kind of decide: do I want to bother with it? Do I not want to bother with this?
Yeah, very much. And then to their credit, to Ayaneo's credit, they are taking these steps. They did lay out this improvement plan, which I think he linked right here. And here we go. And they're seemingly sticking to this so far, where they're saying, hey, they are going to be clearing that backlog of devices, which they did immediately ship out everything as soon as this whole thing blew up. They started shipping out orders a lot faster, and a dedicated channel for historical issues, professionalism upgrade. I like that. Professionalism upgrade. Some of this looks like it's written by AI, but I digress here. Future crowdfunding, pre-sale optimization. It's so weird how they're wording that. But anyways, increased sales via ready stock or pre-sales on the official website, which is true. Now they're releasing things on the official website. We're seeing that more. But then the next 2 dropped, and we're seeing that
the problem
is on Indiegogo again, which
going back and forth,
which comes in for $4,300 on the top end retail price for that handheld.
And that's US dollars too, isn't it?
And what's that in Canadian then?
Well, that must be, it's worth more than my car anyways.
That's what I keep saying.
That's what I said that on the podcast. I was like, hey, Cake said that it costs more than his car.
Yeah, it's definitely we're starting to talk car prices. We're starting to talk.
Well, Russ mentioned on X that it would cost more than his first 3 cars.
Yeah. That's like crazy, man, crazy. I know the specs in there, 128 gigabytes of RAM in this economy. Actually, this is a good deal. This is a good price for that, but it's still crazy where we're at. And it's crazy to me that we're going back to Indiegogo again when they're showing that sales are working just fine through the website as far as I know.
And not only that, but they're doing the play is going on Kickstarter. So they're leveraging 2 different platforms.
And I just want to know why. I want to know what is the thinking here. But they do get into this, and they have been putting out statements, and they recently put out another email update since even this improvement plan here. But they are trying to do these things, and I do see them making an effort. And they're talking about after sales experience being better, although Kay is proving directly right now that is not the case yet. And quality
not
control,
quite yet, hopefully.
hopefully.
The thing also, I love this one where it says pause new project as goodwill. And it says the Pocket Play crowdfunding project is postponed until the new service processes are, what does it say, are verified as effective.
Yeah.
So
zoom in here.
Did they verify that it was effective? I mean, when did this go out? When did this improvement plan go out? In January what?
This was...
It was after, obviously after, oh, there you go. This should be maybe a date.
Month ago? It
should be, oh, here you go. Created, no, that's not, that's
that's
when the community was created. Yeah, there should be a
that.
date on it somewhere, but it was obviously after Zoo's video went up.
Goodness.
So sometime, let's say middle of January.
Yeah, it was
1 month later, and we already know that they unpaused that project. So
You know what's funny is that I was actually looking at their Reddit. So if you go to their Reddit and then you sort by top posts,
okay,
I thought Arthur's would be the biggest post on their community, and then just change it to all time.
Oh, today, let's see, all time. All right, all time top Reddit post on the r/Ayaneo is
nice.
is winner. K's retro gaming dinner.
Hey,
But that's not why I posted that.
no,
I
but
know.
It's just shocking that it's
real-
more, yeah.
But actually, it's great because then right below it is Arthur's response to that, and so we can now kind of see both sides here and see what actually ends up happening with that.
About 100 less upvotes too on Arthur's versus yours, and although he got more comments, which
from what I've seen around the Discord communities, at least, I don't, again, who knows? I mean, it's only a small reflection of the community as a whole, but it does seem like a lot of people are taking a step back from Ayaneo, just in general. So
yeah, and they claim that AYN and Retroid Morchip.
That picture looks very familiar to me.
Yes, it does. Oh, look at this. I do like the look of that. Oh man, that looks good. I can't look at this much longer. I must
that's
not.
The thing though, they look so good.
Beautiful
they look
hardware.
so good.
Beautiful hardware.
Can't sell
man.
hardware based on looks.
No. The all white aesthetic. I love that.
Wow.
So you got me curious now. What is that $4,000 handheld spec'd with?
Oh, you want to see this, man?
Oh yeah.
Oh, here you go.
What is it? 128
dive
gigs
into
of RAM.
this. Here, I got it.
Storage?
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
I got it right here.
Yeah.
So here you go. Here's the Ayaneo Next 2, which is now available for pre-order. You got the AI Max Plus 395 processor in there, and then you can get a 385 variant if you want for a bit less. But
so they are definitely pricing this a little bit higher than some of the competition. Sure. I mean,
Well, but they're saying they're giving you a 9-inch screen on here. But you gotta
hold on. Asus has got a Z13. They're giving you a 13.4-inch screen.
I know,
for less.
I know,
and
that you can take on an airplane. This you cannot, because you gotta get paperwork filled out because the battery is over the limit of 100.
And then they're gonna come across Kay's post about it, cooking and things like that, and they're not gonna let it on the plane.
Yeah, TSA is gonna have Kay's post like stickied to the at every airport internationally. Or
batteries are a flight risk.
Whatever TSA is called in other countries. But
it's interesting because if you look at that 128 gigs of RAM in Canada, Memory Express only sells one kit currently, and it's $2,300.
Yep. Okay, then that's
how much is that in US dollars though? Because this is
you can't ask the Canadian.
It must be
the onus is on us, Rob.
Let me check.
To
probably like
convert
1,800 or something.
18 hundo. Yeah, that's a lot of hundos.
Our current conversion rate right now 1688 for 2,300.
Ooh, it's worse than I thought.
So little sorry about your arbitrage, but that you get for $4,300, you get 128 gigs of memory, you get 2 terabytes of SSD there, you get the whole thing. It's a lot of money, and the early bird price, to be fair, is $3,500. Like we can't just say like, oh, it's $4,300 because
no.
However,
but, 3,500 is still again
a lot. And when it hits,
we're heading into a very different territory here with this product.
Yeah, and when it hits Best Buy and Amazon, you're probably going to see above the 4,300. You're going to see this is like a $5,000 handheld, but we've seen it before. We've seen like the MSI Titan 18-inch tank thing and the Acer crazy 21-inch screen laptop. I mean, that's the pricing we're in here.
But at least it's MSI or Acer. These are brands that are reputable. And I mean, I'm sure everyone's had issues with customer support at all these companies, but at the end of the day, you're talking about MSI and Acer. These are much more established, much more well-known brands that have a channel for this. So I'd rather spend the money there if I was going to than with Ayaneo. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's tough. I mean, a retail price of $4,300 with Ayaneo.
I can't even imagine.
Thing, right? You get to a point of where it's like, $1,500, $2,000.
Yeah.
Why would I buy that when I can go to Best Buy and get like the Claw or the Legion Go or something else,
or the Z13
locally?
Flow if you really want that 395 chip,
Exactly. There's more options available than what we have online.
Yeah.
But Kay, if you buy it online, you get a protective film, a microfiber cloth, some stickers, and the joystick caps. Free. That's for you. That's free. Not that you don't already have like 10 of these already.
I was going to say,
I
think everybody has these if you've bought some type of Ayaneo device in the past 2 years, because they throw it into every box.
But this could be yours.
I got a cleaning cloth recently.
I guess
got
they
the
might have been
cleaning
in that box with the Conquer.
Yeah, and I got the Vids. You're talking about the Claw, though, Kay. I mean, what's your thought on those speakers? When you like the audio?
I know Kay
You're an
really
audio
likes
guy.
The Claw 8 AI.
I'm an audio guy now. And yeah, the speakers, it's so hard to go back. You can't. Like, I was using the Xbox Ally X, the Legion Go 2, which has horrible speakers.
Yes, Legion Go 2 by far has the worst out of the three. Easily.
And even the Steam Deck, nothing comes close to the Claw speakers.
Man of culture, I see.
That's why when Stubbs says the audio is really good, I'm listening closely and I'm appreciating that. But he knows audio, and I trust what Stubbs says when it comes to that. And yeah, no, the Claw is definitely up there in terms of its audio.
I trust what Kay says.
Well, the fact that Kay is an audio guy and he's saying the same thing as you, again, you start to see that pattern there.
Okay.
Okay.
You have no idea how many times I've used that pun in your presence, Kay, and you never knew.
No, I haven't.
Now he's going to start paying attention to it.
I just type it when we're in DMs, and I'm like, okay. So thank you for sharing your thoughts. The Ayaneo situation is still developing, everybody. Zoo, by the time you see this, Zoo's next Ayaneo rant video will be out about the next two. So I'm going to link that below because he has a whole thing about the next two, his thoughts on it, because we're not done yet. And we want to see a campaign from start to finish be successful for them so we can see some true progress. But we are hard on them around here. A lot of, us creators who are aligned on this are hard on them right now, but not because we want to see them fail. I think that's kind of the last point.
I think when it comes to the next two campaigns, they better be on their absolute best behavior. I mean,
for $4,000.
Yeah. They have to get every aspect of that launch correct. I mean, seriously.
Absolutely. So,
wow.
Terrible.
Let's talk about taxes. Kay, you live in Canada. We were talking about that. So you have an AI tax on building PCs up there now? What the heck?
Oh, stuff's expensive everywhere. So I was looking at Memory Express just to see what it would be like pricing out a new upgrade for my editing rig. But like DDR5 prices is it's crazy expensive right now. Even if I went with like a 32 gig kit, I'm looking at like $700 or something like that. Yeah.
No.
And then this is funny. No. I had a family member send me a price on one of the SSDs that they had there. It was the I think it was Western Digital 8. It was an 8 terabyte drive.
Never seen this website. Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a Canadian
Black.
website, right?
Yeah. Western Digital Black SN850X, 8 terabytes, cost $3,034.
What? That was under $1,000 last I checked. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, stuff's getting crazy expensive.
They're not even
if you just
selling.
Type in the SN850X, it should pop up.
Oh my
there it is.
God. While supplies last, $3,034.
I think the supplies will last.
Wow. Hey, it's on sale though. It's normally
What?
$4,800.
What a bargain.
Savings $1,800. You can get a protection plan for another $680.
No.
Oh my God. So let's add the 4
What
years
the
on. What are we looking at?
Oh,
$3,700 for an 8 terabyte SSD.
That's still worth more than my car.
You don't even get the heatsink for that price.
No.
That's another $10,000. Oh,
I
man.
don't know. Stuff's just getting too expensive.
We're looking at prices like this in Best Buy, here in the US as well, but I don't think is it as bad as this? Let me see. I think they sell this at Best Buy too. 1 second.
So I had like a couple of mini PCs that I picked up last year, and I bought the SODIMM memory. So I bought a kit, was a 32 gig kit. Right now on Amazon, it's also Team Group, so it's not like they're one of the cheaper brands. Right now it's $440 for a 32 gig memory stick, and I'm gonna look at my order, how much I paid for it. I paid $74.99 for this in July.
Well, we are talking what, Canada versus American dollars? Right?
I'm just saying as an example
crazy.
Of crazy increases of pricing. I mean, that is wild.
So
wild.
Here's the same the same SSD in the US in Best Buy. We're looking at
which is
$1,300.
I will never ever drop $1,300 on an internal drive.
No. Let me just do a quick little.
I was going to say that
I was building full rigs for that kind of money. So no, definitely not. Storage was one of the cheaper elements typically, in your build. So I'm like, this is wild.
This is only $1,770 Canadian then. So you could order from Best Buy
What
US.
about Best Buy Canada?
You could get 2 of those for the price of 1 in Canada.
Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting now. I
know Best Buy has a Canadian website as well.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, they do.
So
they have 8 terabyte.
Let's see if they have the 8 terabyte, 4 terabyte. Oh, they do. Okay.
$4,000.
$4,000.
What? Is it because of that tax that they're adding on top of it? Is that what's going on there?
I don't even know, but hey, you get the heatsink though. So that's good. At least you get the heatsink with that one.
The heatsink's
well, okay, if you are very serious about dropping $1,300 on memory, I'd be happy to mail it to you to Canada. But I worry about tariffs and all that other junk too that goes with it.
Oh yeah,
that's the biggest problem too.
Yeah, so it's just not viable for me to upgrade my editing rig, at least for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, it's not $4,124. Luckily, without the heatsink, it's only $4,069.
Oh, that's way better.
So we're good. B&H Photo, you can get it for $1,800. They say. All right.
Western Digital actually had some Ally X branded SSDs for 300 Canadian for a 4 terabyte.
Really?
I bought that thing so fast.
Yeah, you are always on the cutting edge of this tech stuff. Like you're the one I talk to. We're going to talk video cards or memory or RAM. Like you're so dialed in to the weeds on that that it's hard for me to keep up.
The worst time if you want to build a computer, you definitely don't want to do that right now. I mean, everything.
But
unless
Rob,
you buy bundles,
unless you get pre-built right in the bundles.
Yeah.
But Rob, this actually is if you're going to build a PC now, if you're going to get a new PC, you're going to get all that Windows jank on there, which drives me nuts. And so as I understand it, Kay, you actually have an app that you've built called Project Ronin that decrapifies Windows.
Yeah, so I've been, for the last 20 years, I've kind of been finding these little Windows tweaks and, other apps that do the same kind of thing. And I thought, it'd be kind of interesting just to take all these tweaks and all this, the fixes you need, repairing Windows, and just kind of roll it into one app.
Yeah, which is really cool because oftentimes I'm looking to find scripts or I'm, doing deep loading apps, and then you got to click all little things, and I'm always don't know what's going to break my PC, what's not. So you kind of taking the time to carefully put together. This is for Windows 11, right?
Yeah, so Windows 11, but it is designed for things like handheld or anything with Windows on it.
Okay, sweet. So you can run it on the handheld too, which is really good to know. Let me just... All right, so you kind of wanted to do a live demonstration here. So I got it downloaded, called Ronin 6.5.99.zip. Got that unzipped here. And you kind of wanted to show me what it was. Mm-hmm. And can you guys see the README here okay?
No.
No, we don't see your screen share.
There we go.
There we go. Yep.
Okay. So we got, the Ronin 6.5.99 here, definitive. And you got your README Project Ronin, Ultimate Optimization Suite for Windows 11 and handheld gaming. Project Ronin is an elite system utility designed to reduce latency, purge telemetry, awesome, and unlock the full potential of your hardware. It bridges the gap between raw power and system stability. So is this going to be available on like GitHub, or what's your distribution looking like for this one?
So it's interesting with GitHub. I actually had it on GitHub originally, and I kept changing the README file, and they banned me for it because apparently
what?
Because you can only edit the README file so many times before they think it's
wild.
like you're doing something malicious. So yeah.
All
So
right.
I found one called something PowerShell Gallery. Yeah, PowerShell Gallery is probably where I'm going to host it. But I
Okay.
want to find a way to kind of like package it and make it easy for people to use.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because right now you have to unblock each of the files. You have to let unsigned PowerShell scripts run on your computer. And
Like
then
this is
you can
awesome for
run it.
power users, but
Yeah.
if you're, what we call end user, then they'll be a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be
Did
crazy.
you get it running, by the way?
Well, can you see it okay up here, guys? Up on my screen. Okay, so I just wanted to run through real quick. So Elite features the holy trinity of gaming. So it implements 3 critical fixes, which is going to be Hags Enforcer, VRR Force, MPO Killer, the AI and ad purge. So it's going to fully neuter the invasive parts. I love that. 24H2 recall and copilot killers, get them out of there. System-wide ad killer, Wudo blocker, reclaims your bandwidth from Windows Update. Handled supremacy, so you're looking at hot bag protection.
Yeah.
What is hot bag?
It's I didn't know how to word it, so I was like, well, let's see what
Because this is totally a thing too.
yeah. So like when you put it in your
hibernate.
bag,
Oh.
yeah, and
like
then when you
Linus-
come back,
You
Linus
take it out of your
turn it on.
Yeah.
backpack, and all of a sudden you realize it's never been off.
Oh, Linus dealt with this at his recent CES
It's kind of scary,
Tonight Show thing, right? He had his Lenovo overheat in his backpack before he
Yeah,
went
that
live.
Lenovo did a whole lot of things for him.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, that's cool. It's thermal protection. That's great. EPP slicer.
Does this
granular
work for
control.
2025 as well?
Yes, it
The
does.
latest? Okay.
Nuclear debloaters. Ronin is engineered for long-term stability. Vaccine, a boot time sanitation engine. I love your wording here. This is policy first. Uses group policy, so you can clean all that up. Hardware aware, detects what you have. NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, and quick start. So we right-click the Ronin.ps1, run with PowerShell. We authorize the prompt, optimize, apply the profile, then restart the PC. But of course, I'm not going to restart right now just because we're recording here. But everything else you think I'm good to run, Kay?
Yeah.
Let's try it. Run with PowerShell. Smart app control blocked. Okay, so
Yeah, you have to
go
enable-
into...
yeah, that change execution quality. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try that. Run with PowerShell. No. Okay.
Did you
maybe
right click on the
Smart App.
files? No. You have to right click and unblock each one of the files because it came from another PC. Windows blocks it by default. I've never seen that option before. Smart app
That might
control.
actually solve the whole
Let me try.
need to go through each one.
Yeah, smart app control. I just haven't turned off on this PC yet.
All the lovely Windows features, protections.
Yeah, this is a mini PC. This is a review unit mini PC I'm using right now. I just haven't set it up fully.
Yep, there you go.
So, okay, so now it ran.
No, so
No, it
you're going to
didn't
have to
run.
probably
Oh, it
unblock
closed
them.
it.
So
Yeah.
just go to properties
Yeah.
and then unblock the files. Yeah, at the bottom.
Unblock, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I see what you're talking
You have
about.
to do that with the XAML, which is the interface, and then the core is the tweaks. Or sorry, the core is the app, and then the DB is the actual tweaks itself.
Looks like we're going to do it to everything here, right?
Yeah. Well, except the README.
Okay. Yeah, the README's okay. Okay, so we're unblocking. That's interesting. I haven't come across that before. Okay.
I haven't either until I made it and tried to run it on one of my handhelds.
And you're like, what is this? Okay, so we're going to run a PowerShell again, and
now it's staying out. Yep.
we're saying yes for the authorization. And, oh, there's a GUI. Look at this nice old GUI right in my face.
This is really cool.
Whoa, dude.
So it takes a second to audit because it has to see what you've enabled already, but you can just minimize that. Yeah. Auto optimize, I kind of set as my recommended tweaks.
Nice.
Kind of like
Stubbs
safe for
stopped
everybody.
sharing just because he needs to quickly uninstall some things.
Nah. Yeah, right?
It's going to audit, and it's just like...
You're like, no. Yeah.
This is cool,
So
though. This is really cool.
It's still a lot to work out because some of the tweaks, when you apply them, they'll unapply, but I would say I fixed about 95% of them. So,
Dude, I love having hags. Yeah, let's hag it up. Enable
I love that
hags.
it's ranking his system. It's a B tier right now.
Yeah. So this
that'd
is
be kind of fun.
let me rep the system. This is a Minix MINIX 155H Intel with I think a terabyte of storage and 32 gigs of RAM.
You'll be able to do some
I
stuff with it.
think.
Yeah, that's what was in the original MSI Claw.
Yeah, exactly. It is the original MSI Claw. Maybe I think it's only a 16 gig RAM actually. Yeah, 155H, 16 gigs.
So what do you need to achieve S tier?
Basically, the more you optimize, the better your ranking goes.
Okay, so it's ranking on optimization. That's cool. That's really cool.
But it's very interesting to see it B tier from the get-go.
It just says, hey, you're B tier, just accept it. No, there is 32 gigs of RAM in here. Okay, 32 gigs of RAM, a terabyte storage. Nice. I don't have an eGPU or anything plugged into it, though. It's an acceptable system, it says. That's good. Okay, so let's just start. I'm just going to do everything. Is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, for the recommended page is the auto optimize, obviously, and this is everything that I would usually run on every system.
Okay.
Good old, the best option right there. Disable Copilot AI.
Everything. So
that's like literally one of the first things I do on any new Windows machine.
So the green highlighted ones that were default checked, those are going to be the defaults, right? For this system.
Green is active.
Oh, green is active.
So
okay.
those are already running. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's really nice. It's really clean.
And then we got auto optimized. We got system core. Looks like we can go through, set those up. Gaming and GPU, handheld mode. Oh man,
I like the disable Wi-Fi power saving. Yep.
This is awesome.
We had a handheld, especially like with the Z2E.
We gotta find. You said you were having the only issue really is just packaging it for other people to just basically run and install it. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, because I don't know how to share this effectively.
Yeah. So we got to find someone that can help Kay with that because this is amazing. Kay needs to get this out to people. This is really cool.
Apply auto profile. It picked everything.
Well, you checked everything.
Oh, so if I check everything, if I check everything and then click apply auto profile, it won't uncheck then. So I need to start with unchecked.
No. You already checked everything. Then you hit apply. So it's already applying based on your last thing.
Yeah.
See, this is good troubleshooting because now I know what's going to happen when someone unclicks something when it's running.
Oh, I see. That actually is starting the job. So I thought that's just picking the profile.
Yeah, I see it. It's still is it still running the system audit, or is it doing it again after the auto optimization?
Well, he hit apply again.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're S tier now.
I've S tiered. So yeah, this is just noob mistakes you might see others do.
But that's good though. This is a good exercise because now Kay can go in and maybe make things a little bit more clearer for someone.
Just the wording I saw, apply auto profile. I'm like, yeah, let's see what your auto profile is. I didn't realize like, oh, it's going to execute a job or like, I thought there was maybe another step before I actually started running it on the system. So
have
what
you
it
seen?
does.
I'm assuming you've seen improvements in performance for gaming and things like that as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially with like memory integrity, because we shut that off automatically on handhelds anyways.
It says already optimized for some, so I think it's...
Well, you're just applying the same profile over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there it is.
But if you uncheck something and then apply, it'll revert to the default.
Cool. Nice, man. All right.
The handheld page is actually pretty sweet too. So I put a lot of like the things that you want on a handheld. So like disabling device encryption, adjusting the CPU boost control.
Yeah.
If you want to get your battery report, so if you want to see how healthy your battery is, you can just click that and it'll automatically give you what's left.
Mm-hmm.
So
I also like that you have it, specifically for the brands to disable Armory Crate, Legion Space, MSI Center.
Yeah, because you don't want always to have those starting up.
Yeah, I haven't come across this before. This is so cool.
I like that you have the diagnostics for battery. That's really cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you mind if we like do a news write-up on this on our website, or kind of like just to give it some...
Yeah, go for it.
Exposure.
This way also it's good. More people, can report on it if there's bugs and things like that, give feedback. Maybe we can find someone in the community that can help you package this as well.
Yeah.
I definitely need that because I have no idea.
Yeah, I think
this is awesome.
I think this is going to be a well-loved and well-used tool. Just get it out there to the people now. This is, but if you're looking for more beta testing first or anything, happy to provide that here. And as you can see, I'll just start pushing buttons around here, and we'll see what happens. No harm, no foul on my system here, so it's kind of whatever. But let's see if it breaks
one of the cool
anything.
things about this, because I have a toggle for expert mode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm an expert in touch mode too, so you can use it for handheld. So you can reinstall Windows in place upgrade, or reset all tweaks back to default if you want to undo everything. Now that's one thing that's missing from similar tools. I forgot the tool I was using, but there was another Windows debloat tool I was using that I couldn't find a revert option afterwards. I'm like, oh, I took away too much from my system. So this is so cool that you have this option.
But even little things like the full system repair, you almost have to do that anytime Windows updates itself, because Windows updates just cause so much issues.
So many, yeah.
They've been getting a lot of flack for that lately too. A lot of updates have been breaking things. It's been really bad.
Yeah, they downgraded the Asus Xbox Allies basically to not work at all. Like none of the handheld, none of the Asus tools would work, and oh man, it's crazy. All right, well, this is cool, everybody. Stay tuned. I'll be sharing more about this, and you'll see more about this from us. And thanks for sharing this. System audit complete. So I can run and look at my system audit too. Oh, and it gives me a nice Ronin log TXT file. Okay.
Yeah, so there's quite a bit in there, but I just wanted it as like a centralized place with all tweaks.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be fun. I'm going to play with this some more. Okay, I think I can just close it now. And I'll restart later and see what kind of state the computer's in after, and see if I messed it up or not. I'm sure it'll be all fine, but my bad. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, I know that we got to close up shop here in about 10 minutes here, so let's just go through real quick before we get out of here. You know, which games you want to talk about? Which games you're playing right now? So what are you playing at the moment?
That's a good question. I guess for handhelds, mostly just Megabonk and some light indies.
Yeah. Andrew will appreciate that answer.
Yeah.
Like some Silk Song or Dispatch.
Dispatch.
But I've been playing a lot of Neo 3 on my x86 devices, but it doesn't run on handhelds. It's too heavy.
Neo 3 is, I played the first one in that series. I'm pulling it up right now for people. This one, right?
I can't see anything, but I'm sure you're clicking on the right one.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think...
It's a good action game.
Are you playing this on a handheld device, like on x86 handheld, or no?
It won't run. It's
It
too
just-
it's too heavy.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how it handles on the 395.
I have to check this out. Yeah. Good action game. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that, my dude. And we can't let any guest go by here without talking about your 3 handhelds of choice. I'm talking about a door, keep, delete. And I know if I didn't explain this before, basically what this is choose 3 handhelds for us. One that you could keep for one night only. You'd adore it for one night only, and you have to give it back. 2, one that you would keep for a lifetime. You could never give it up. And 3, a handheld you would delete from existence. It's just not for you. So one from each category there. Take your time.
One that I could delete from existence, the Pocket DS.
I knew that was coming.
Delete me from existence.
It deleted itself from existence in your life.
Well, it sure did.
Could have been worse. Yeah, yeah. That's scary.
I didn't even have to think about that one. One that I could keep forever. Game Boy Color.
Nice.
Wow.
That's my OG handheld. So in a way, I guess it's just too nostalgic to get rid of.
Yeah. I mean, the Game Boy Color to this day is just, there's a charm about it. Have you done like any IPS upgrades to it or?
I did an OLED video a while ago.
Oh yeah.
How do you like it with the OLED screen?
Oh, it's so nice.
You like it? I'll pull this up here.
And rechargeable batteries. We didn't have those back.
The things that you can do now, it's unbelievable.
Is it the Boxy Pixel upgrade?
No, it's from High Speedo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
High Speedo, and then
that's another good one.
Does Funny Playing have one as well?
They do, but they have some really weird quirks with their quality control on their lamination process. So
interesting.
Yeah. I've had quite a few issues with mine. I think I went through like 4 before just giving up and buying the High Speedo one.
Man, that's cool. Okay. All right. So those are your 2. Now, which one, if you could only have it for one night to borrow?
One night. Oof. A handheld specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Does the Z13 Flow count?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We got the Kojima one in here I got to look at. I'm
actually working on a video with that.
Yes. I've never been more jealous.
Mm-hmm. You must come to CES, sir. Talk to Asus and then say, may I review that one? And then they'll say, probably. And they told me probably not, of course. And then later.
I didn't even ask for a Kojima. I was like, I'm not even going to attempt that. I'm just like, you can give me a floor model that you've had for a year. I don't care. I just want to work with that chip.
Yes.
Yeah, they sent me whatever they had, and I'm like, I'll take it, and I'm cooking some stuff up with it.
Yeah, they were like, no, probably not that one. And I said, all right. But then they're like, hey, we got an extra one. It fell off a truck or something. I don't know. Like, you go do a live stream, whatever it is you guys do over there. I said, okay.
Maybe they meant to send you something else. Did they pull an Ayaneo?
They actually meant to send them the mouse pad instead, and they just somehow sent him the whole thing.
No, it was a shock to me. So I recommend though building those connections is kind of how you get network with some of these companies where you might not through email can be tough, and so showing up at some of these tech conventions to build that little bit of networking with them really does go a long way if you're looking to get more serious in the x86 corporate stuff.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about going to the Tokyo Game Show later this year.
That is on my bucket list for sure.
Not entirely sure. Either way, I'm gonna hopefully end up in Japan later this year. So, but around October anyways, so it might just work out.
Okay. I would love to join you there. I've never been to Tokyo Game Show either, and a couple people mentioned that we should go.
That'd be so cool. That is definitely a bucket list item for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
Would you have to do one of those? Who would you bring to the Tokyo Game Show with the RH crew?
Who would I bring? I mean, I'd bring Rob. I'd bring Andrew.
I'll let you slide on that one, and you could just specifically RH crew, even though I know I'm podcast RH crew, kind of
No,
thing.
you're Rob. Now you're RH crew, but if
I'm just saying this way you don't have to feel bad. You can use that choice on someone else.
I've never met Ban in person. I'll bring Ban. How about that?
Wow.
Bring Ban. He's never gotten to go on any trips, so we'll just pick him.
You're getting him out.
Well, now hold on. Ban's short. I think he might be short enough. I don't actually know his height, but I think I could staple him or like kind of sew him to Rob so they could be in a trench coat and be one person. Does that count? Like maybe kind of like the human caterpillar.
Bring him on as a carry-on. I hear it's a good time to travel to Japan though, just because of currency conversions.
The yen
and
is
all
so
that.
cheap right now.
Yeah. It should
Which I know they're not quite fond of. So if I were to go to Japan, I'd be very respectful at least. Not be like the things you see on the internet.
But don't worry, you can take off the trench coat when you get to the hotel room so you and Ban can separate.
We could stay in a capsule hotel.
Arigato. All right, now let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. This has been an awesome one. We're kind of running out of time, at least on my end. But, dude, it's been awesome just hanging out with you and having you on this podcast. I can't wait to have you back to chat more about whatever shenanigans come up, Yeah,
I'd love to come back.
Sure. Ayaneo check in after 6 months or something. So we see where we're at then. But it's good. Oh, we laugh. Otherwise, we'd have to cry. So check out Kay. He's at K Retro Gaming, at KEIRETROGAMING, all one word, on YouTube. It has been, just awesome getting to know you over the years. And I would speak for Rob and say we're both just proud to call you our friend. So
yeah, 100%.
Cool. Well, nice to be here.
We got your back for whatever's coming next on this crazy content creation journey.
Cool.
And it really is a journey,
It is, yeah. Well, being a content creator, that's all you're doing, right?
Yep.
Just growing, trying new things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. Agreed. All right, well, it's getting long in the tooth. Let's get out of here. Okay, everybody, I once again want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And a special thanks once again to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything possible for us here. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 per month. Don't forget to join us in our Discord to chat and play games, and join us on our upcoming episodes of the podcast. We're going to be diving in on Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific to talk about the latest and greatest in the handheld news. Check out K's Retro Gaming. Check out Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, because you know that these are the guys to follow if you want to get the in-depth, the good stuff. And until the next one, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Rob and Kay, and you all saying, take care of your handhelds, everybody. And take care of each other, too. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye.